Hi guys, welcome to another video by Optionables. My name is Saket and in this video we are going to review the trades taken on 20th of August 2021. So today was a huge gap down and as expected we would definitely have our positional trades running in loss. But the thing is, trust me or not, we only lost around 60,000 in spite of BankNifty falling somewhere around 600 points. So this was a very bad day for BankNifty, but Nifty actually managed to do slightly well due to FMCG stocks, which all surged around 3 to 4%. So this is where position sizing actually matters, and we have stressed upon that in the previous video also. It is very important to have the right position size. So in spite of a big gap up or gap down, it is not going to affect you much. So in this video, we will also see how we actually adjusted the position, and we are also going to see the new payoff graph and how that actually looks. And we also took one intraday trade where we were able to make somewhere around 40,000, and I'll be showing you that as well. So apart from that, there was a small mistake in the previous video with backtesting. I'll be correcting that and showing it to you in this video again. And finally, if you haven't checked out our free courses, you can do that by logging into courses.optionables.in. And also, if you're liking the content on this channel, please do support us by hitting the like button, share as well as subscribe. And lastly, you can also follow us on Twitter or Telegram if you're not doing that. And the link to the same is in the description below. So do check that out as well. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Hi guys, welcome to another trade review by Optionables. So in this video we have lots to cover and we'll be starting off with intraday trades quickly. So as you can see here, today we took a couple of intraday trades in the morning around 9:45 and we actually came out pretty quickly. So before 10:15 we were out of all the trades and we had booked somewhere close to 40,000. So here I am not going to stress more on intraday trades, rather I'll be stressing much more on the adjustments which we did with our positional trade. As many would expect, if there's a huge gap up or gap down, usually short straddles will go into a huge loss. So that is definitely not wrong, but the thing is, it is definitely wrong to assume that the loss will be something which would be actually wiping out the capital. So that is not true if you have your position size right. So you can see that in the last week we made a profit of somewhere close to 5 lakh just by short straddles, and today BankNifty actually opened almost 500 points lower, right? But this particular short straddle, of which we had done calendar right over here, has only given us a loss of 1,08,000 rupees. But if I remove this and if I show you the overall option trade, not just the September calendar but everything all put together, what you can see here is that our loss is just 71,000 rupees if I include everything. So in spite of Nifty opening 120 points lower and BankNifty opening 500 points lower or ending 500 points lower, it is not that bad at all. So 71,000 is not even close to 15% of what we had made last week. But the thing is, here we are not ending the trade today, but we are just starting the trade today, which means we have whole lot of days left to adjust this position and come to profits. Right? So now I'll be going through what adjustments we made in Nifty as well as BankNifty. I have also made an error in BankNifty. So while adjusting, instead of a sell, I have actually ended up buying. So we don't know how that will turn out to be on Monday. So hopefully Nifty opens positive and I'll be able to square that off. If not, our loss will increase furthermore. So these are few manual errors which are going to cost you a lot. So being a normal human, you are expected to make mistakes one or the other day, and if your quantity is again lesser, it is fine. So if the quantity is very huge, then again it is going to cause a lot of trouble. So one more thing which I want to show is if you actually look along with the futures. So today we have actually ended with a positive of 1,25,000. Why? Because Nifty fell today almost 1%, whereas other futures, that is Nestle. So let me just filter only futures for you to get a better idea. So as you can see here, from futures alone, we have made a profit of 1,97,000. This is because Nifty came down today, and you can see that Nifty has already given us a profit of 1,52,000. Along with that, we have FMCG stocks. So TCS actually went up. Nestle gave us 53,000 profit. Hindustan Unilever gave us 36,000 profit, and Dabur gave us 13,000 profit. So all FMCG stocks performed really well, and that's the reason even though market fell, overall day to day we are net positive of 1,25,000. So now we'll be quickly moving to the adjustment part, where I will show you what are the adjustment we did and why exactly we did those adjustments. So first I will quickly open Nifty's trade right over here. So I will just filter out only options, that is CE as well as PE, and I will change this to Nifty. And you can see in Nifty we have 6 trades. So I'll just filter out the intraday positions and keep only regular positions. So Nifty's trade has actually given us a loss of 22,800 rupees, right? But what you can see here is, in spite of this, I have a 16,600 short straddle. In spite of this, I have not done any adjustment till now, because even though the market has come down 118 points today and it is 150 points below my straddle level, so still no adjustment has been made because of one, the OI. So the other reason is, you can see on charts also there is a pretty strong support which is going to come in around 16,400 to 350. So in case if this is broken down, we will consider doing some adjustments. Otherwise, if there's a pullback or a rally towards 16,600, that is going to be really amazing. So for both of this put together, and this is the OI, as you can see that there is some very good built up at 500 also. So you can see that 4 million contracts are at 16,500. So even though small amount of unwinding has happened, so it is very small to be honest, right? There is still a lot of OI at 16,500. That's the reason we haven't done any sort of adjustments in Nifty. So this is also one more thing that you have to note, that not always you have to do an adjustment. So this is way beyond our break even, right? So we are going to end in loss if Nifty actually moves another 20 or 30 point down. But we still haven't done any adjustment because it is not necessary to do right away. So unless you're sure that there is not going to be any sort of reversal, there is absolutely no need to do any sort of adjustment. So now coming to Nifty's part, BankNifty's part. So here you can see that in BankNifty, so there was a huge unwinding of calls happening at 35,500. And there is also lot of call writing happening at 35,000. So this is intraday change. So you can see intraday OI change. So when there is so much of built up at 35,000, so much of call writing happening at 35,000 and so much of unwinding happening at 35,500. So you can see the OI chart here. So now for the short term, 35,500 is going to act as a really strong resistance. And if you look at our trade right over here, so what you see is we have 36,000 short straddle and 35,500 is going to act as a really strong resistance. And forget about coming to 36,000. First we will have to actually take out 35,500 and later we can actually worry about it coming towards 36,000. And even when you do technical analysis, you do find that 35,500 is again going to act as a pretty good resistance range for Bank Nifty. So with both of that confirming that you might actually not expect a huge up move in Bank Nifty towards 36,000 before this week expiry. So I can be completely wrong with my view, but currently it doesn't look so, but I can definitely be wrong, and that time I will have to end up booking a loss. So now we will see what are the adjustments I have done to BankNifty trade. So here, instead of actually squaring off, I actually ended up by mistake purchasing additional quantity. So there I have done a manual error, but apart from that, I will just be showing you the trade as a whole, right? So I have kept all the positions intact, except for I have added at 36,000 CE another 2,000 more quantity naked. And one more thing which I wanted to do was square this off at 150 rupees. Instead of that, instead of squaring this off, I by mistake ended up purchasing this one more 1,000 quantity. So technically the position had to look something like this. So right over here, this would be 1,000. So here, instead of having 2,000 quantity, I should have had 0. Instead of selling this, I have actually purchased additional quantity, and these two positions are right again. So this trade has given us a loss of almost 1,08,000. So I'll quickly put this on Sensibull and show how this is going to look. So from this particular point, when I change this to BankNifty, and I will show you the actual trade, how it was supposed to look, but now since I have this additional thing purchased, it is going to look differently, but I'm going to show how exactly it was supposed to look. So here we have a purchase quantity of 40 lots. This is 2nd of September, and I am not adding here because I was supposed to square this off. Instead of that, I have actually purchased one lot extra. So here I have sold this 40 lots, and I have sold this 120 lots. So you can see that after this adjustment, my break even is coming at 36,135. So till then I will be in profit. And on the downside, even though BankNifty continues to move down from here, I will still end up making profit. So if it comes back towards 36,000, I will make really good profit of around 3.5-4 lakh. But if it continues to move further down from here, I will still end up making around 1 to 1.2 lakh. So we'll still do further adjustments to this. Right now we haven't done any. So what you have to note here is that we already have a loss of 1 lakh, so 1.8 lakh. So on top of that, if I recover 1 lakh, this trade I will be giving it a net 0. So which means I won't be having any loss with this particular trade if I actually end up recovering this. So will that happen or not? That is something which time will tell. But what you can see here is here, instead of selling, I have actually ended up purchasing. So we will have to see on Monday how much this mistake is going to cost us. So even that is going to be an important factor. So apart from that, currently the position looks pretty okay. So I will just add that since I have purchased it. Here I'll be doing this as 80 lots. So tomorrow, until we have a big gap down, we are not going to lose much. Even if we have a big gap down, we might lose somewhere around 30-40,000. So even a 1% gap down will actually make us lose around 30-40,000. So it is important for us to see how exactly this will turn out to play, which we'll be doing in the upcoming week. And finally, before ending this video, I want to show a very important thing, and that is, in yesterday's video I had made a small mistake with stockmock. Instead of adding Nifty hedges, I had actually added BankNifty hedges. So I had overlooked it and I had made this mistake, right? So when I changed it, so this is going to come something like this. So you can see that overall profit, in spite of repeating a normal short straddle with a hedge, that is iron fly, for 3 years without any adjustment, will only give you 3,000 rupees. So as I told you, the money in short straddle is not in the strategy, but it is in the adjustment. So how much loss are you going to save on the days when you make a loss is actually going to determine how profitable you will be in the longer run. So if you just let this short straddle be, or iron fly work as it is, so what you can see is this will give you the exact probability of how much you would have got on Sensibull. On Sensibull, we got around 46 or 47%, and here we have 44%. So this is how it is going to work. All the profit is in the adjustment, but not in the strategy alone. So this is for today's video. So we saw a couple of things in this video. One, where we did intraday profit. 2, why we didn't adjust for Nifty. And 3, what adjustments we actually made to BankNifty and what was the logic behind that. The logic behind that was we were no longer expecting a move above 36,000. Why? Because I showed the OI, and even if you actually look on charts, it is going to suggest something similar, that you might not actually expect a move above 36,000 before this expiry. So we will now quickly see what is happening to the August month also, because we are not keeping a record of intraday trade as we are not doing that. So I will quickly open the back office reports right over here. So we'll go to reports, go to P&L report, and we'll change this to August month. And if you actually look at from August 1st F&O, we actually have a total gain of 13 lakh rupees, where we have paid somewhere around 1.9 lakh as brokerage. So brokerage is just 15,000 rupees. All other charges are the government charges. So this is the current situation, where we have realized a net positive of 11 lakh 80,000 rupees from August 1st till now. So this month has gone pretty well, considering that the start was so bad. So the positional trades have actually helped us recover quite a lot of money. So with that, we also come to the end of this video, and this was a short video, and I hope that you have got something to learn from this video and you have liked it as well. If so, please do hit the like button and share as well as subscribe, because if you hit the like button, the YouTube algorithm will push this video to more number of people. Thank you so much for joining, guys, and I will see you soon in the next video.